Once again, welcome back to the channel. I'm so grateful for you guys watching my videos. So today I'm back with another video. You guys, I'm really sorry I've been off for some days. I've not been updating you guys, but I've been busy on some projects, personal projects, but from now I hope to be a bit consistent on updating you guys about what you see on this channel, because I've been sharing some information about trading, and it's really good that you guys were really motivating me through your comments and everything. So I'm grateful for you guys. But yeah, the projects that I've been doing, they're beneficial to all of us, because some of them are really personal, but others are intended to help you guys, to provide some important materials that I'll be sharing with you guys to help you or to aid you in your trading. So today I'm back with some simple concepts, or it's generally analysis, but for purposes of learning. And today we are back with the update on VIX 75, and I would request you guys to please stick around, because at the end I'm going to be talking more about what's coming next, more so as regards to mentorship and maybe the kinds of videos that you should expect. So stick around. So as you can see here, we're on VIX 75. We started a little while back after a request by one of my subscribers, Farouk, where he asked for an update on VIX 75. So I shared some kind of bias where we were expecting, and I was expecting that volatility 75 would be falling. So that time we were just here, we fell, then we went back up, and then we fell. But nonetheless, all these days, even the days that we were going up, I was sharing videos where I was showing you that now we could be heading up, and we were heading up. And then since then I was telling you that we were really bearish on VIX 75. So if you didn't take in on these regions, these were the regions of sell coming down. These have been some of them coming down. You get the numerous opportunities. So I'm back with another opportunity. I'm still bearish on volatility 75, and I'm going to give my reasons. So my target is just down here. We're on the daily time frame, but quickly we are going to be going on MT5 so that we can do more analysis there, and then I'm going to show you what I'm up to today, my target for today. You get? So my target for today, so as you can see, the target is just down here, so we are just up here. So you guys, I've been sharing, this was a swing trade signal, but on this channel I've been emphasizing so much the intraday. Why? Intraday, which means every day on each pair, on each index, there is an opportunity for you to grab. You get? And that's why in mentorship I'm going to start with the intraday. Why? It's because it's easy to analyze. You don't have to look at a lot of things, and then which means you can be profitable every day. You get? And that's what matters most. Then for these swing trades, these ones, you can even have a separate account where you can take your swing trades, and then you be in for like a month. You get? And I'll be sharing all that. So as you can see, I told you, actually the last time that I did analysis on VIX 75, I told you I was bearish, and then we were just I think up here. We've been coming down consistently, but there's something that I want you guys to understand. When I say that, let's say we are going to be coming down from, let's say, these regions coming down, one thing you should note is that we are going to be coming down in structures. You get? By structures I mean where you're going to have, let's say, if at all you are trending upwards, some of the structures that you're going to be seeing, let's say, highs, and then we come back, then we break those highs. You get? We break those highs, and then we go up. So you should always be noting out that. Then, which means when we are coming down, we are going to come down also in structures. You get? Now these structures, they can be important, or they can be important too, or they can really take you out. They can't really take you out your account. Why? It's because through these structures, you look at every point where there is a structure, there is what we call manipulation. Let's say points where the market reached and then it turned. You see, before they turn and then they go down, you can see that it was really confusing. But then my main purpose is that you guys can understand the situations where you are, and then you can best grab the opportunities, because you can see these regions, look at them before they turn, you get. So which means we need to be really careful with the structures whereby we are seeing. Now for instance, here we have this structure, it is high, but then the next we got a lower high, you get. But all these ones through the intraday, that daily like grabbing the daily opportunities, it is the best thing that can ever help you to understand these structures or being profitable, you get. That's why it's the one that I'm going to share first, you get. And then the other thing, I think actually I should be mixing. The other thing, I don't want to give half-baked. If I'm covering the intraday, I want you guys to reach I want to leave you at a level whereby you'll be understanding it, and then it will be up to you to be confident enough to take entries, you get. So that's it. Then now you can see we have a retracement or a pullback here. Now it doesn't take away the fact that we are coming down. For instance, when I was analyzing this, I was like from here, this was our target going up, you get. But then you can see that still as we were going up, we were having these kind of pullbacks, the market pulling back and then it goes up, you get. But we are never worried about that, because now today I'm sharing this because actually I quickly came to share this video because here we are seeing another opportunity for us to get in. If at all you've been missing out on the entries up here, and then I'm still bearish going down to here, you get. So we still have a long way. Now the market has provided us an opportunity, it has pulled back, you get. So I'm still seeing signals of going down, you get, and I'm going to be sharing that. So the first thing that I wanted you to know, if at all we have a target, yes, this is a swing trade, and that's fine. I want you guys to know when I can do the swing trades, and then the intraday, like the daily, you get. So now we are going to go on MT on MetaTrader 5, and then we see more of that. So when we come here on MetaTrader 5, now this is VIX 75 still, you get. So now you can see, now right here I have two charts because this is the old one now, you get. Now these ones it's a little bit cluttered, because for me, after doing, let's say, the analysis, for instance, now you can see on MT5 that I hope to come down here. So now personally I already have the bias that we are going down, but now I come on smart time frames, let's say also on the 15 minutes chart, then I start doing this analysis that help me for the daily entries, you get, for the daily entries. So this one is really dirty, this chart is really dirty, so I got this new one where I'm going to explain. So let me use this one. It's quite new, it's made purposely for this video. So you can see that I said we are coming down, but then I want to really show you. Now you can see that for instance, now there's some concept that I wanted you to know. Sometimes the market can be really tricky. Actually, let me first go on MT5 and then on TradingView, and then I show it to you very clearly. So we are going to go on H4, you get. We are going to go on H4. Before we go on MT5, let me use TradingView for some purpose, and then we are going to go on MT5, and then I'll finish up on MT5. I don't know why TradingView is quite slow, but it's fine, it will be fine. Just be patient enough. The chart is loading. What's up with it? So as it's loading, let me just quickly come here. So now you can see that there are those moments. For instance, now the last structure that we broke before we gave the signal, the last structure was this one here. Let me go on the daily time frame, and then you see on the daily. Now you can see that before I gave out the signal that we were going to start falling down, or we were going to start, now we should learn, when I'm on higher time frames and I say that we are going to start coming down, which means we are going to be coming down in structures that are bearish, you get. Yes, we have some bullish moves that create more bearish signals, like they create stronger bearish signals, you get. For instance, now you look, the market went up here, then it came down. Now we got an aggressive move, an impulsive move upwards, you get. But then at this moment we knew that we were coming down. If you watch my previous videos, if you not like, we were coming down. Now we pulled back, but you look at this pullback, you look at the structure that came down, you get. So which means we are going to be having minor bullish structures, and then we get stronger bearish structures, you get. So we have had this impulsive move. So personally I believe now we are at a moment where we are going to have a stronger bearish structure, you get. So if it was in a smaller time frame, you wouldn't take the entries going up, you get. It wouldn't be so profitable for you. You just be patient enough to take the stronger bearish signals, you get. So here when you're taking entries, which means if we have this pullback here and then we turn here, which means we are going to take out this structure, you get. There are quite a number of confirmations that I use, or a lot of things that I use for confirmations, and for sure these ones I'll be sharing them in mentorship, though I try to give out some here, but there it will be some kind of more focus, you get, giving you more time. We interact, you ask questions live, and then I answer them, you get. Because personally I think it's too much, you get. So now we are going to, which means now I'm expecting a stronger bearish structure, you get, a stronger bearish structure. So that's the first thing. Now you can see that we are at a moment where this was the previous high, you get. So we broke out of this region, you get. We on the daily time frame, don't forget that. You look at this region here, before it was the high, you get, and then we broke out of it. So now we are coming down, we broke down out of it. So the other confirmation that I'm having, we are retesting this region. Why do I say region? It is a region because the market is never accurate, and then they look for what we call manipulation. So that means that we have to retest this region. We just retest a region, not a level, you get. So stop thinking about levels whereby, let's say, you'll be like, that's why I don't use buy stops. Why? Because for you, you're going to look at a certain level, and then they manipulate that level, you get. So it is for purposes of avoiding manipulation. So as we broke out of this region, now you know why I'm calling it a region. We broke out of this region, and then we came back and broke down out of we broke down through it, you get. So which means now, given that we are on a higher time frame, I believe we are going to have an impulse move coming down, because now this is a retest to this region, you get. I believe now you're understanding it. So let me see whether on TradingView it has loaded. Yeah, it has loaded now. So now it's still like on H4. As you can see, this is where we were. So we broke out of this region, as you can see. We broke out of it. Then we have structures up, you get. But these structures that we've seen up of this region, they are confirming to us that the market is really coming down, you get. So what do I think right now? I believe if this is the region, we are retesting it to really confirm to us that now we are going to aggressively come back, and then we hit the region that I showed you on the daily time frame, which is this one here, you get. Let me zoom out a little bit. So that means that now, if at all we see and now what are we waiting for? We are waiting for a strong confirmation, like that will be an M pattern would be so good for us as we are coming down. So you be careful when you're taking entries, you get. So now, after us retesting this region, remember I told you we are going to get more stronger bearish structures. That means we are going to get an impulsive move that is going to be at least twice this move that went up, you get, at least twice, which means that maybe the first target, before we get another pullback up, because we know it is not going to fall like a stone, before we get the pullback up, we never know, we may come to just this region, you get, just this region, which is almost like twice the size of the impulse move going up, you get. I hope you guys are seeing. So we've had this impulse move, but then we expect to have a fall that is at least twice this move that went up, you get. So I think that's the second concept that I wanted you guys to know. So now now you understand that that's what I've been explaining. But now I can quickly go on small time frames like the 15 minutes, and now you see, because I told you even before you get manipulated on higher time frames, now as you can see, I'm already in the trade. This was the daily move. You get the daily move. What is my target? My target is just down here. You get it's just down here. Now it is down here. When I hit it, I would be expecting, given that we've seen that on the higher time frames, we are at a region where, let me go back, let me go on H4 at least. Let me go on H4. I told you in this region where we are retesting this zone. Let me go on trading view where it is more clear. Now I've told you, let me hope you guys, I'm not confusing you. So we are on H4. This is H4, but I'm switching back and forth from trading view and MT5. But now I told you, given that we have a bigger target that we've gotten on a daily, you get, now the market, I hope it's going to come down, and then we are going to get like an M pattern that is going to come down, because we are retesting a very, very strong, important region, you get, or actually we are going to get an M pattern. That's what I believe. But when we are using the daily signal, we don't care about where the market goes, because at least on the daily we always get a strong pattern that is good for, it's just good for the day, you get. So what are we expecting here? We are expecting like an M pattern, but for us, we are, personally, I'm already in. For the swing account, I'm already in. For the daily, I'm already in bearish, you get. So when the market comes and then goes back up, for the swing it will be just okay, and then I would be just waiting to take maybe another entry on the second leg of the second leg of the M pattern. Why? That would, because there I'll be believing that the market is really going to reward so much, you get. So the entries are already there, but then when it just comes and then it doesn't reverse to make the M, it is just fine, you get. But now on the daily and for the daily, I told you I must be on the 15. I'm already in halfway it, you get, and this is the target. So when it reaches here, I would expect that I might see structures where that would be supporting to come back to this level, and then I'll get a strong M pattern that will come to break out these levels, you get, to come and reach on trading view. It was you could see that the region is just around here, you get. So for trading view, it's much better, you get. So you get, so this is the target. But then I told you we come down in structures, and then I've been explaining why we are having this pullback up. This pullback, one, it is making a structure because the market comes down in structures in a zigzag form. Number two, the structure is coming to retest this level, you get, the previous highs that we had gotten, or this at one moment, for sure, this is, at first it was a level of resistance, then we broke out of it, it became a level of support, you get. It was retested and then it became support, it went up, then we've come down, we broke through it, you get. So this level again, we are retesting it to make it a level of resistance before we quickly come down to this level, you get. But even when we fall around these regions, I will expect a pullback that will provide opportunities to just come down, you get. So personally, I'm still bearish on VIX 75, but nonetheless, the daily time frame, every day, as you can see, let me go on the other chart, let me go on this chart. Every day I have an opportunity to grab, you get. So wherever the market goes, at least for the daily, the structures are quickly they are easily seen, and then the opportunity can be easily grabbed. So for that matter, I can quickly talk about the mentorship. So mentorship, as I told you guys, we are starting in August 1st. So those of you that are interested, I'm giving out the final updates in tomorrow's video. Tomorrow I'll be updating a video, but then follow me on Telegram, where I'm going to give the fee and everything, the requirements. I'm going to talk about that because I'm almost done with the content that I'm going to be sharing. But what you should note out, it's that I'm going to be sharing there are going to be 2 levels. The first session that is going to run for 1 month, but 1 month fully packed with assignments and like content and assignments, then correction. That is the mode. It's going to run for 1 month, and then that will be intraday, like sharing how you can develop the daily signals, you get. And then after that, maybe I'll have 1 month, a break of 1 month. Then if possible, I'll run the second level, which will be for the swing trades. By that I mean getting signals on higher time frames, like H4, the daily and the weekly, and then that will also run for 1 month, possibly starting in October, you get. But that one is really probable. But then for level 2, it means there will be even more tips and tricks that I will share. But then for level 1, for sure I'll really try to share what I can, and then I believe you guys shall be profitable. Then I'm not really giving half-baked, and one was telling me maybe I do one for, let's say, something like $100, and then I give half of the information for any amount which I'm going to declare tomorrow, and everything. It will be, I will share everything that I use for the intraday, you get. But then some concepts are not going into details, which will be for the swing. By that I mean for those higher time frames, but for any is good for you, you get. And I really believe that why I will actually I will give an allowance of 1 month after the whole month of September, for those who will be interested to go to level 2. Why? It's because that month I believe they will be able to use the knowledge they will be having to grow their accounts, so that they can meet the requirements for level 2, you get. That's the plan, you get. So you guys, I'm really grateful for you guys watching my videos. Please keep sharing, let's keep interacting. On Telegram you can text me any message, and then we can talk about a lot of issues. You can also ask me about mentorship. And if you're not interested, you guys, if I should stop that program, it's also fine. You can write down in the comments, or you can notify me, you get. So maybe you can also ask any other questions about the analysis, what you need to know. But one thing, I would respond to one of the questions. Someone texted me on Telegram that I should do analysis on one pair. I may not do that, because let's say if I do VIX 75, I'm getting people who are telling me to do analysis on crash. On crash, yes, I look at a lot of things, but then for instance now, let's say crash 1000, I'm still bearish, going down. So there are those who are interested in crash, so I cannot only focus on one thing, you get. I cannot only focus on one thing, but I'll be trying to give out some tips and tricks like what I've shared today. These concepts, they apply to other indices, you get. The same, if you see the same pattern, it means the same knowledge is applicable for you to be profitable, you get. So you guys, one thing that I can promise, one more last thing, I'm going to be a little bit more consistent with updating you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you for the support. Peace.